Karen made the catastrophic decision to have my marked police patrol car towed from my own driveway at 2 in the morning while I slept between shifts, claiming emergency vehicles parked at residences violated newly invented HOA rules. But when I woke up to find my squad car missing and called my captain, who arrived with 6 patrol units, and discovered the entire 5-member HOA board had conspired to steal a police vehicle as retaliation for me citing the board president's son for DUI 3 weeks earlier, the looks on their faces as they were all arrested for theft of government property, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy made it clear they had just committed career-ending felonies over a parking dispute. My name is Austin Rivera, and I am a 29-year-old police officer with the Plano Police Department in Texas. I work patrol swing shift, which means I often get home at 2 or 3 in the morning. The department allows officers to take squad cars home as part of our take-home vehicle program. It increases police presence in neighborhoods and saves response time for emergencies. I live in Willow Creek Estates, a typical North Texas HOA community. For 2 years, I have parked my marked patrol unit in my driveway without issues. Neighbors actually appreciate having a police car visible on the street. It deters crime. Then Karen became HOA president 6 weeks ago. Black pantsuit, golden blonde hair, immediately started power tripping. Her son Tyler had been arrested for DUI 3 weeks ago. I was the arresting officer. He blew a .14, nearly twice the legal limit. It was a clean arrest, by the book, everything documented. Karen blamed me, started sending violation notices about my patrol car, claimed it was commercial vehicle, claimed it created noise disturbance, claimed residents were complaining about police presence. I showed her department policy and Texas law. Take-home police vehicles are specifically exempted from HOA restrictions under state statute. The patrol car stayed. She escalated. Called my captain claiming I was harassing the neighborhood. Captain dismissed it immediately after reviewing my record and the frivolous complaints. Then she stole my squad car. I worked until midnight on Thursday. Got home at 12:30. Parked in my driveway like always. Went inside and crashed. I was exhausted from a 10-hour shift dealing with 3 domestics, 2 traffic accidents, and a burglary investigation. My phone rang at 7 in the morning. Dispatch. Officer Rivera, we show your unit off-grid. Location. I looked out my window. Driveway empty. My car is gone. Gone? Like stolen? My squad car was in my driveway. Now it is gone. I called my captain immediately. Captain Mark Stevens has been with Plano PD for 22 years. He does not tolerate nonsense. Rivera, your squad car is missing. Yes, sir. I parked it in my driveway last night. This morning it is gone. I am rolling 6 units to your location right now. If someone stole a police vehicle, this is going to be a very bad day for them. 6 patrol cars arrived within 12 minutes. Captain Stevens in his unmarked unit. Every officer looked ready for war because stealing a police car is not just theft. It is a direct attack on law enforcement. Stevens walked my property. Any signs of forced entry? Damage? No, sir. The car was locked. Keys are inside my house. Someone had to tow it. Check with tow companies. I called the 3 major tow services in Plano. Third one, Metro Towing, confirmed it. Yeah, we towed a police car from 4821 Birch Street at 2:15 this morning. HOA president ordered it. Said it was abandoned vehicle blocking common area. That is my driveway. My car. Who authorized this? Got a work order signed by Karen Peterson, HOA president. She said the vehicle was illegally parked. Stevens overheard on speaker. His expression went from concerned to furious. Rivera, give me that phone. He identified himself. This is Captain Mark Stevens, Plano Police Department. You towed one of my patrol vehicles based on an HOA request. Yes, sir. We had proper authorization. You had authorization from someone with 0 legal authority to move a police vehicle. That vehicle is government property. You are holding stolen property. Where is it? Our impound lot on Jupiter Road. Do not move it. We are sending units to secure it, and you are going to explain to detectives how you got involved in theft of government property. Stevens hung up and looked at me. Rivera. Who is this Karen Peterson? HOA president. Her son Tyler. I arrested him for DUI 3 weeks ago. She has been harassing me since. So this is retaliation. Yes, sir. Then this is not just theft. This is obstruction of justice and conspiracy. Round up your neighbors. I want to know if anyone witnessed this. 3 neighbors confirmed they saw the tow truck at 2 in the morning. Mrs. Patterson recorded video on her phone because it seemed suspicious. The video showed Karen standing in my driveway directing the tow truck operator, pointing at my patrol car, clearly in charge of the operation. Stevens called the district attorney's office, spoke directly to Assistant DA Michael Chin. Mike, I have got an HOA president who stole one of my patrol cars as retaliation for arresting her son. I want charges on everyone involved. Within 2 hours, detectives had interviewed Karen and 4 other HOA board members. All 5 admitted they voted in an emergency board meeting the night before to have my patrol car towed. They claimed it was legitimate HOA enforcement. Detective Sarah Martinez laid it out clearly. You voted to have a government vehicle towed without legal authority. That is theft. You did it to retaliate against Officer Rivera for arresting board president's son. That is obstruction of justice. You conspired together in a board meeting to do it. That is criminal conspiracy. We thought we had authority. One board member stammered. Texas statute explicitly exempts take-home police vehicles from HOA restrictions. You were told this multiple times. You did it anyway because you were mad about a DUI arrest. That is not authority. That is crime. All 5 board members were arrested that afternoon. Captain Stevens personally arrested Karen. Karen Peterson, you are under arrest for theft of government property, obstruction of justice, and criminal conspiracy. You have the right to remain silent. This is ridiculous. I am HOA president. I have authority. You have 0 authority over police vehicles. You stole a squad car to retaliate against an officer. That is multiple felonies. The charges were serious. Theft of government property over $10,000. The patrol car was a $50,000 vehicle with equipment. Obstruction of justice for retaliating against an officer. Criminal conspiracy because 5 people planned it together. The case went to trial 6 months later. The evidence was overwhelming. The tow company records, Mrs. Patterson's video, the board meeting minutes showing they voted to tow my car, text messages between board members discussing how to teach that cop a lesson. Karen tried to claim they genuinely believed they had authority. The prosecutor destroyed that defense by showing them the Texas statute I had sent them. They had been explicitly informed police vehicles were exempt. They did it anyway. The jury convicted all 5 defendants on all counts. Karen received 5 years in Texas State Prison. The other 4 board members received 3 years each. The judge was harsh. You targeted a police officer for doing his job. You stole government property in an act of petty revenge. You endangered public safety by removing a patrol vehicle from service. This was not overzealous HOA enforcement. This was criminal conspiracy. Metro Towing faced their own consequences. They lost their city contract for towing services after failing to verify authority before taking a police vehicle. Their insurance rates skyrocketed. They settled a civil suit with the police department for $25,000. The HOA paid $60,000 in fines and legal fees. Residents revolted, dissolved the board, and reformed under new leadership. Property values dropped temporarily because nobody wanted to live in the neighborhood where the HOA board went to prison for stealing a cop car. Tyler, Karen's son, served 6 months in county jail for the DUI and lost his license for 2 years. His mother's attempt to retaliate for his arrest only made everything worse for him. I still work patrol in Plano. Still park my squad car in my driveway. The new HOA board sent a formal letter welcoming police presence and thanking me for my service. Karen is in prison thinking about the night she decided to tow a police car. 5 board members who should have stopped her are in prison thinking about why they went along with it. They turned a DUI arrest into 5 felony convictions because they thought HOA authority mattered more than state law. They learned that stealing from police has consequences that a black pantsuit and board title cannot protect you from. My captain tells the story at department training now. This is what happens when civilians think they can retaliate against officers. We protect our own. Touch our vehicles, you go to prison. Karen touched my vehicle. She went to prison for 5 years. And somewhere in a Texas state facility, she probably wishes she had just accepted that her son deserved that DUI arrest instead of starting a war she could never win. If HOAs ever target police officers or emergency responders for doing their jobs, document everything and report it immediately. Retaliation against law enforcement is a serious crime. Share below if you have faced retaliation for enforcing laws. Hit subscribe for stories about people who learned the hard way that targeting cops leads to felony charges. Karen learned that towing a squad car over a DUI arrest costs 5 years in prison when the entire department comes after you.